Well, hello there, my darlings, and welcome back to the tiniest episode of the Warframes. And on my journey through the Sanctum Anatomica, doing a Netracell solo, I found another thing, maybe two things. They didn't seem to do anything, but I just wonder if anyone can shed any more light on them. But I thought I'd highlight them in case they do mean something. It just seemed to damage myself and all the enemies, both of them. So let's have a look at it. The first one was this area here. It's obviously a certain type of tile set. You won't find it in every single mission. And I found this by accident. It popped up as I was going. It's very hard to see it. Did you see it? It says activate. Press to activate. So before I went off and found my Netracell, I triggered it and look. It's like swirly whirly sandiness going up. This is like almost like the greenhouse, but not the greenhouse. And you can't, like, I slingshot up there. It seemed to do like electrical damage. It damaged us. It damaged the enemies maybe. I've got some more footage of it as I was doing the fight. And because my fight was centered around this area, I just kept like pressing the button. There was a bit of a cooldown on it, but I couldn't really tell because Dante's birdies do damage. I couldn't tell if the damage was coming from them, those white numbers, or if it was coming from something else. I also went down underneath it at one point, which I'll show you, but there was nothing really going on down there. I looked for more activation buttons in this area. I couldn't find any. So, is it just for this? Like, if you're having a fight here, is it just for that? Is it just, like, convenient? I don't know. What's it for? I'm a curious judge, and I need to know. What's it for? Is it just there? Like, does it reveal something? This is what I need to know. I went around and around and around looking for loots, but there was no loot to be had. But I feel like maybe there's some loot to be had, and I'm not having it. So, my darlings, what do you think of that? Let me just show you underneath briefly. So at this point the fight is over and all is calm. So I was like, right, okay, I'm just going to go trigger it and then hoof it down these stairs, because this takes you underneath the whole area. It's a really bizarre setup, but you're kind of out in the murmurish now and you can see the swirly whirly above you, but there's nothing else going on. You see that? You can see it. Like, and there's almost like electrical, that sort of purple electrical damage there, that effect there. Is that damaging her? I don't know. That's what they're doing. Now I've got like a purple imbued thing on me and I'm not sure if that's me. I don't think that's me. Am I like... Can you see that at my feet? The purple imbued end. Is that me? I don't think that's me. I mean, it could be me, but I don't think it is, because Dante's abilities are not like the purple and red. Only my Latum's abilities. But colours, sorry, blue and red actually, which kind of like comes out purple colour. Anyway, I'm very curious. You know me. I need to know if there's something I'm missing. If you guys know anything, tell me in the comments and stop gatekeeping the information. There's me trying to do guide videos and I'm like, well, hang on a minute. And I searched for it on the internet and it all took me to that room, the sandy room, the other sandy room with the 4 orbs and the crystal in the roof, and you sort of end up going downstairs. Yeah, it took me there, so I couldn't find anything on the intranets for it. I'm not saying there's a secret, maybe there isn't, that's why there is no video, but I mean, it's a thing, okay? It's a thing, and I need to know what the thing is. Is it literally just a sandstorm? Is that it? Devs, stop it. And maybe I'm just not very observant, or I'm just so focused on getting the Netracell solo done that I don't notice all these extra little things, and I don't come to the Sanctum as much as I'd like to. I do freaking love it here just because of the ambience, and there is so much murdering to be had. Ugh, so relaxing at the end of a busy day. But as I was doing another one of my Netracells, my weekly ones, I went into this room here, and as I jump over, I noticed that purple effect again. And now I'm imbued with something. And so I was like, what is there? So I stood on it, look. And now we're like triggering. Has anybody else noticed this? Now I know sometimes the Grimoire, the enemy, you know, that is you, pops up in these rooms. So maybe it's to help like take out the enemies. Did they freeze it? Or was that my Tenet Galaxian? I've lost track. But it's like triggering an electrical thingamajiggery. Hocus pocus-ery, I don't know. And then I got distracted because I could hear Evoker calling me. And I'm a lit goblin and I must have it. Anyway, what do you think of that? What's that? What's it all about? Is it just like to catch you out? Is it to help you take on enemies? Like, what is it for? Can you see it? Look, sparkly darklies, the electrical effect. That is my 10 vaccine freezing everything. Not the electrics. I like the purple though. I just want to know what it's for. Does it give you something? I have multiple questions. I expect you all to go thoroughly research this and come back with me, to me with like maybe a PowerPoint presentation full of answers. You know, did you see that purple again then? What's going on? Anyway. And again, look, is it just it must be my effects. It can't be, yeah, it must be me. Any hooly boobs, my darlings, feel free to tell me that I'm a dork and a nerd, and all the good things, but I'm here for you to show you these interesting things in the hopes that we can collaborate and come up with an answer between us, because it's this stuff that makes me love this game so much. And doing my weekly Netracell solo, I haven't got to the Archimedean there, the deep Archimedean, no. But doing these weekly Netracell solos just so, it's like therapy. I can't even explain it. Murdering stuff, you know, with overpowered weapons and warframes that look pretty and gorgeous. I just have to say that it's one of my favourite things to do. I know. Anyway, my darlings, what do you think of that? There is more Sanctum content either coming up or out by now, I'm not sure. By the time this video comes out, I am doing a whole kind of how to do Sanctum missions. I've done a Sanctum guide. You know, it's all funsies. I'm loving it. Loving going through the game and sort of spending more time in places that I hadn't had time to spend in as much recently. I'm talking in circles. I'm going to shut up, go, and leave you to it. My curious Warframers, stay curious. And yeah, let me know what you think of these little things that I found and whether you'd already seen them and already assumed that there was just nothing to them, which I'm feeling now, like, oh, there's nothing more to them, is there? Hashtag sad face. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, I promise you not all my videos are as weird as this. Honestly, I promise. They're kind of useful and hopefully entertaining at the same time. I promise. Come back, don't go. Where are you going? Stay, please. I need your company. Anyway, my darlings, thanks for joining me in this teeny tiny little curious episode of what the hell's going on at Sanctum Anatomica. Tell me, somebody. I really do hope to see you in the next one, no matter what that may be. But in the meantime, you take care now and goodbye.